Twitch page. Please and thank you. And see how our levels are. I agree. You can hear this one.
If you only knew
oh, it's just auto streams.
It can be to pull the boss from me more than deep.
No, I was just, yeah, for you during the stream. Was that a good volume for you? I can turn that up. It's so easy for me to do it, so it's better to set it how you want it. Okay, so it's going to fade in here.
But if you only knew how easy it can be to pull the boss from me more than deeps is all you have to do to make.
Okay, and on the stream, was it how is our volume? It's quiet. I can turn that up. Okay, we should be a little bit louder on the stream now. How is that on the stream? Is that better? Oh. Okay. You might hear a little bit of a loop. I'm checking YouTube. Volume. Yeah, I'm noticing that too. I can turn that up. Okay, we should be a little bit louder on the stream now. How is that on the stream? Oh, really? I might have to get Twitch Prime. Is that better? Oh, yeah, I know. Why we share an account with my, with no one. We have our own, totally. Yeah, Yeah. And, oh, quick question for you. You can hear this, can't you, if I play this?
Reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO.
Okay, I just need to reset that so it's... What's that?
Reporter Network.
You log into your favorite game.
You were saying, sorry? Yeah. Okay. I think we're good to go. I just want to tweet and... Sure. Okay. What? Yeah. Because it can't talk to each other. Such smart people. Smart people. The smartest people. Really. Very, 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 very true. You know, what game is bad for that too? SWTOR. SWTOR is really bad. Really super slow. Yeah. Yeah. I threw it in the Google Docs chat, the link, by the way. So I pulled out the Mod Mic 5, which is that mic I was telling you about that they sent me for a review that stickies to the outside of your headphones. And it came with pretty skookum mic, a little carrying case, and a sleeve to put your headphone cable and this mic cable into, a little braided sleeve. Like, really nice. 2 cables, a ton of clips, an alcohol wipe to rub the headphone to clean it beforehand. And they sent me as well a USB adapter so I could go into my computer, and a little splitter as well. So tons of stuff that they sent me here. I'm quite impressed. That's going to be my next review. Holy crap, was I ever impressed with the Ripsaw. We'll talk about it in the show, but wow, they did a good job with that. I don't know if you remember how much trouble I had with the HD60 from Elgato. That was a pain. Okay. It is still a thing. The thing of things, even, you might say. Okay. Oh, Bill. That's all sorts of fantastic. Wonderful. Oh, man. You did. You're a good man, Bill. You're a good man. And thank you for the highlight for the week. All right, can we record anyway, or do we have to wait for that to finish? Do you think it's going to hit your bandwidth? Okay, are you ready? Okay. Okay, here we go.
Reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network.
You're logging into your favorite game, grinding out some gear. A couple of points added to your stats, and you have a virtual beer. Max level is pretty cool, but I'll remind you here, my friend. These games are not about the goals, about the journey and not the end.
You're listening to MMO Reporter, brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/MMO Reporter. And by Doghouse Systems. Choose your weapon with Doghouse Systems.
Don't forget about your ults you need to cherish. Each and every little character you've got, no matter
everyone, and welcome to another episode of MMO Reporter. This is episode 292. I'm Chris, and I'm joined, as ever, by the ever so affable, ever so effervescent, ever so wonderful Mr. at MMO Bill. Hello, Bill. Isn't that a song? Oh, see? I'm sorry. It has been too long. Bill, hey, how's it going? I would have, but unfortunately, I've been busy, like, waving my arm around like a madman. Over and over again. That's what I do for a living. Don't ask me about math questions. That's hard, but my grammar is gooder than yours. Exactly. You get it. You understand. Thank you, Bill. We are back. Thank you for being patient with us as we've been going through the busy time of the year. It always is. April, May, end of March, April, and beginning of May is always incredibly busy for me and for you too, Bill. Life gets in the way, but we're happy to be back. We want to talk games, don't we? That sounds like fun. But you have been playing some games, haven't you, Bill? Hey, Bill, what games have you been playing this week? Right. I know. It's exciting. Yeah. You're not sorry at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. Right. Hmm. Right. Okay. But let's talk. Just take a quick second here and talk a little bit about it. Not, I don't want to go spoilers because no spoilers, thank you. But I do want to mention a couple things about it, though, if that's okay. Yeah. Okay. It's your time. Your time. Yes. I don't I did it in the demo that I got to play before the launch. So yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Uh the other thing too I wanted to talk about without mentioning anything is it is in the first instance, so if you do play through this, you'll get a chance to see it. But the big reveal about the big bad, I was not expecting that. Again, I'm not spoiling. I'm not going to say what the reveal is, but I do have to say I was quite surprised with what that reveal was. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I did not see it coming. And that's it really surprised me. I do like Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Right. And that's yeah. 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 So we talked about the reveal. We talked about the big bad. I love, like you mentioned, the interior, the new zone, the fire theme, all that sort of stuff. The hearts are fun. I didn't get a chance to do all of them. I also know that there's more secrets sprinkled throughout this particular map. I'm not going to talk about anything right now because I don't want to wreck anything for anyone. But don't think that all the secrets are out of the bag in the first instance. So that's kind of exciting. So another, I think, a really solid continuation of the story, a really solid content update by ArenaNet with this new penultimate uh, season. Yeah, the episode. Right. So do you want to mention it? Okay. Okay, go. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So we're yeah, we're about six at top 6 months out, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, November, December. That's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah. Y- right. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. There have been leaks. There was an article over on Massively the other day that had a picture of some new map stuff that was there. So there's been some leaks out there, some data mining, and people have been hungry for all this information. So be careful if you do not want to be spoiled. There is spoilers everywhere, everywhere. So yeah, yep, yeah, right, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's good discussion about Guild Wars 2. What else have you been playing? Have you? Oh, really? Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 No, I wish you. I know. I know. I know. I've played it. Oh gosh. Well, we don't all make great life choices. You know what's a great life choice, Bill? You want to know what's a great life choice? Playing some ESO. That is a great life choice, and that is what I have been doing in game for the last little while. Actually, I did. I did. Yeah, I am. I am. I am a. I would use another word, but again, it's before 9 o'clock, so we want to keep it clean here. So yeah, I've been playing ESO to get back into the game, not necessarily because I'm getting my character ready or anything like that, but because I'm going to start a new character with the Morrowind expansion. I'm going to play a warden, but I wanted to be used to the game so I don't jump in and have no idea what I'm doing or any of the mechanics of the game or the economy or anything like that. So, yes, so that's I've been jumping back into ESO and streaming that. So that's going to be Saturday and Sunday mornings for me, nice and early. So follow us on Twitch or YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, and you can get whenever I go live with that. Like you, I've been playing WoW. I'm a little bit more into it. I tend to do my Broken Shore dailies almost every day. I really want to get my artifact power up, and and that's sort of my goal right now is to get that artifact power up with that. And I've been having a lot of fun flying around. It makes it so much easier to do anything to fly. So that was nice. And this is the first expansion in which I've had flying. I didn't get it in Warlords. And before Warlords, I didn't really play any expansion to max level. I didn't play Cataclysm to max level. I didn't play Pandaria to max level. I got them all. I played them for a bit, but I didn't really dig into it until Warlords. And so that's sort of been that. And last but not least, Lotro. Wow, Standing Stone Games really knocked it out of the park with Update 20 with the Battle for Blackgate. I'm going through that instance content right now, and that battle is fun. Like I'm really enjoying that. The only thing that bugs me with some of the more modern MMOs is the time to kill in Lotro is still quite high. I'm not very awesomely geared. Like I've got okay gear. I've got level appropriate gear. It's not like I'm at max level and I have gear that's 10 levels before me, but I don't have the best essences or the best in slot or anything like that. I haven't been doing enough instance content to do that. But the time to kill kind of, especially with a warden, and I go for survivability all the time, so I'm slow to kill anything. But that being said, oh, they've got a cave troll. Yes, I do better AoE. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Apparently you're killing your internet too fast because I'm losing you. Bill, come back to us. It's not. I'm seeing everything fine. I'm not getting any issues on my end. So maybe it's that SWOTOR download in the background. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I do great with Lotro. SWOTOR. I do great with large groups of things, and I heal myself and kill a bunch of them at the same time. But I get a big ass troll, and it takes me forever. And I'm like, okay, damage, 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 heal, power, damage, 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 and it's not the speediest thing in the world. But it is fun. It is fun, and it is epic, and it feels fantastic. I keep singing as I'm playing. I feel fantastic, and I never felt as good. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's what we have been playing in week. A little bit longer to talk about that Guild Wars 2 stuff. We do want to thank our wonderful, our amazing, our fantastic patrons over at our Patreon page, patreon.com/MMO Reporter. If you want to help us keep doing what we are doing, then please check out patreon.com/MMO Reporter and support the network and help us do what we do. Keep the virtual lights on here and keep making videos and shows for you. So if you want to support us, patreon.com/MMO Reporter. All right, Bill, it's time to head on out to the news.
If you only knew how easy it can be to pull the boss from me. More than deeds is all you have to do to make the raid. Then you wouldn't have to say that you.
All right, Bill. We have got some news about a AAA MMO that is absolutely killing it on Kickstarter. It is absolutely tearing through its Kickstarter campaign. In fact, I'm going to start with that. Ashes of Creation is on Kickstarter. It has been backed. With 17 days to go, 10,952 backers pledging a total of 1,955,874. It is, what is it? Almost three times its goal of 750,000. Absolutely crazy that we're getting this. This is near Crowfall levels of success in a Kickstarter. Crowfall did very well, but this game is absolutely killing it. And apparently it's killing your internet as well. Yeah. Yeah. And while I'm talking here for a second, you want to try and maybe kill some background processes or something because your internet is being killed like its Kickstarter is. Okay, so yeah, it's like you said, it's a really big deal that such an MMO could have so much success. You'd think it'd almost be over. A couple things to talk about. First of all, it is going to have a subscription-based model, and I think that we talked about this before with Ship of Heroes, which canceled its Kickstarter with less success in the first 4 days than they were hoping for. When you are not going for a niche, I feel like it's easier to go for a subscription model when you're going so broad based like Ashes of Creation is. So that's kind of a big deal, but it also makes me feel a little bit like a hypocrite because I was so down on the subscription model for Ship of Heroes, and I don't feel the same sense of dread when I look at the Ashes of Creation subscription model. Are you worried about this going subscription, Bill? Yet we have both. We have yeah. Right, but we've also both talked about the fact that we don't like the reliance on stores in a game. There is no Kickstarter that is ever going to be big enough to fund a lifetime worth of maintenance costs for an MMO. The Kickstarter is only going to cover a part of the development costs. I wouldn't even say it's going to take care of the whole development costs. So it needs to make money somehow, and you either need to go box copy like Guild Wars 2 does. Now, first at launch, it was just with the game, then now it's with the expansions. But, or you need to have a subscription, or you need to be reliant on your shop. We have. I still dislike the reliance on the shop in Lotro. I dislike it in a lot of games. It really throws me off. So that being said, with it going for a big launch, a triple A rather than a niche, I think that it might be able to pull this off because it might have sort of the critical mass needed for that. Yeah, yeah. Right, and here's the thing too. We talk about that amount of money being crazy. Yet look at the amount of people who are incredibly satisfied with their lifetime subscription for Lotro. Right. Yeah. And there's no promises with a Kickstarter. It could go through its Kickstarter and it could absolutely die, and you don't get your money back. This is not a pre order where they have to give you your money back. You are giving your money to support the developer. You are not, and you happen to get this other stuff. You are not entitled to any of it. Yeah, right. And here's the thing, they are already at the point where they are giving away alpha codes for people to jump in and play, which tells you that there's enough there that there's some gamification of systems at the very least, right? Okay, so I think there's the typical stuff that comes with the game. There's going to be 8 races, 2 human types, 2 elf types, 2 orc types, and 2 dwarf types. 8 archetypes: fighter, tank, rogue, ranger, mage, summoner, cleric, and bard. A total of 64 total classes that you can have with combinations, because you're going to have primary and secondary uh, things as well. But I think what's really, really interesting, and I think what really is going to set this game apart, is the node system. So the way that the node system works is basically the world is divided into these nodes. And when you go and you do stuff in any of these nodes, you are gaining experience for yourself and you are gaining experience for that node. So, yeah, correct. Yes, correct. Yeah, right. Crafting, resource gathering, all that stuff. Yeah, but it contributes to the XP of that node. And so you go in, you jump into the game, and you start doing stuff. And when you're in that area and you start doing stuff, if you do enough stuff in that one area, you are at one point going to have a camp of NPCs spawn. And that's sort of the level 0 of that node. And then it opens up new things that you can do in the area. And that might be kill quests, that might be crafting stuff, whatever that is. It's gonna open up some new avenues of adventure for you. And these nodes, now it did say at one point in one of the videos where players decide to plant their nodes. So there may be some player input as to where these camps, and then followed by that by sort of forts, and then cities, and finally big, huge metropolises. There's going to be some input from players, and where you place it matters. If you place it in the middle of wilderness, well, you're going to get some stuff based on that area. If you place it by the coastline, maybe it'll affect what people get out of the sea when they fish. So that's kind of an interesting thing. And it's all the player contributions to that area. Whatever you're doing in that area opens up new content. So players may have community events to try and progress a specific node to get it to be a certain level, so that then you can have new content opened up. So that's kind of interesting. And there may be some fighting between people of where they want to progress. The community may split, et cetera, et cetera. And then so the other part of the nodes as well is as there's going to be houses. So if you get in at the ground level and you are at the first basic city stage and you buy a house, when that node progresses to the next level, your house is going to progress along with the node. So if you get in at the ground floor, the start of the progression, by the time it gets into a metropolis, you are now having a mansion in that metropolis. So it gives you some incentive to get in sort of at the ground floor and really get in early. But the flip side of that is there's going to be land rushes when you have, because there's limited amounts of houses that you can have there. So that's kind of going to make a difference. We saw in what's the Tryon Worlds MMO from Korea, Arcade. Thank you. When they open up new land masses and there's a land rush for ground to put houses down, that's a big deal. That is a huge, and that's something that the developers talk about every time that they do an expansion of landmass. But as your city grows, you're going to get different caravan routes and different world bosses, etc. They're going to come up that wouldn't come up if you'd placed the node elsewhere, or if a different area had been progressed. So it's quite it's like the Guild Wars 2 system on crack. Right. Right. They had the same pitch. Yeah. Nope. But you did fight a lot of centaurs. Fought a lot of centaurs. Correct. Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, Bill, quick. There's only one $45 pledge package left. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. You know, the one thing that was really interesting about the Crowfall Kickstarter was this middle of the road pledge package. All of a sudden, the Amber one gave you basically a lifetime subscription, 7 years of game time. And Crowfall's not going to be a subscription game. It's going to have bonuses though for having a subscription. And so that's what was really compelling about that one. It was all of a sudden you just got to this one tier and boom, you had all that game time, right? Whereas this one, it's $485 to get the cheapest lifetime subscription. So and there's a limited amount of that. You say $15, Bill, if you go early. So yeah, no, yeah, they do have the $10,000 one too. Two backers at that level. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm looking to see. Yeah, see, there was a $400 package with a lifetime subscription, but it's no longer available. The 400 and the 425 and 435, they just all sold out. So, anyways, I'm interested in this game. I'm looking forward to checking it out some more as it gets closer to release. And if you're into the Kickstarter thing, if you think this is something, it might be something to look at. But again, remind you of all the risks that come with Kickstarter, which is they owe you nothing. You are giving them money to make this game, and they are supposed to give you all the pledge rewards and stuff like that, but really they could go under a month after and they could take all your money and go on a Caribbean vacation. They can't, they really can. So just understand that. I don't get this vibe. This does not feel sketchy in any way whatsoever, but I always like to put that out there for, especially for Kickstarter campaigns, right? Okay, let's move things along here and talk about Wild West Online. Uh, this comes from PC Gamer, and it's looking like it's going to fill the Red Dead Redemption Online space. And there's not a ton of details right now about the game. It's just sort of announced that it's going to be coming out. And they're going to be launching a Kickstarter at some point later on this month. Looks like a $250,000 Kickstarter, which is a fairly reasonable Kickstarter. Looking for an MMO like this, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. And this is an underserved genre, I think, right? Yeah, I think they're going to serve very different audiences. I do. Oh, please. I think it has a lot of potential. I do want to hear from our listeners though. If you think this is going to be a big hit or if you think it's going to be a dud, let us know. Either send us an email at the end of the show, leave a comment, however you'd like to do that. We're going to jump ahead to the next story, talking about a RuneScape news leak sort of stuff. So first of all, I'm going to say something at the end about this, my thoughts about this, and then I'll let our listeners and Bill and stuff pipe in too. While streaming, one of the mods, Shawnee, accidentally showed a new logo, Next Gen. It was shown very briefly, quickly switched screens, but didn't end the stream or mute his mic, while the other person who was on the stream with him very because he was saying oh crap using other words. I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna lose my job, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my job. The other person reassured him he wasn't gonna lose his job. I'm sorry, Bill, but this is totally and utterly not a leak. It was not an accident. This was planned. Yeah, yeah. So good effort, RuneScape peeps. Good effort, good job, well done. But apparently there's something called Next Gen coming out. So hey, on that thing, we got a press release from the folks over at RuneScape talking about the shifting tombs. For those of you who do play RuneScape, this is a skilling update. It's going to be a fast-paced skilling update where players can choose a god to pledge allegiance to, then a skill, dungeoneering, agility, thieving, or constructions, and then they can either split the experience from this skilling to all 4 skills or just one of them in particular, and then they can get secondary experience to crafting, rune crafting, prayer, and divination, or they can get coins. And this is a little 5-minute thing that you can do, and you can cooperate to complete objectives such as opening chests. So if you still play RuneScape, this is an update for you. Do you play? Have you ever played RuneScape, Bill? No. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Right. Yeah, but I think we can both agree though that the oops was not so much an oops. Yeah. Clever-ish. Clever adjacent. It was clever adjacent. Yeah. But Bill, yeah. But here's the thing though, Bill. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. So there you go. Okay, last thing that we're gonna do before our quick mention is I wanted to mention my review of the Razer Ripsaw, which just went live just a little bit ago. And so in this video, I talk about Razer's new capture device where you can have HDMI inputs, any HDMI source you can bring into your computer, and you can capture it and you can stream it. You can record it however you want to, mostly for consoles, but I've also used it for my PC as well. A couple things also works well for is if you have a second PC that you're going to stream from while your main PC is your gaming PC, you can offload some of that work to a different computer. I do want to say, I'll start right off with this. You can listen to the whole review to find out why I liked it, but this is easily the best capture card, the best capture device that I have ever used. It's USB 3.0, and it works absolutely flawlessly. I haven't had any issues. The biggest issues that I had were user error. So it works incredibly well for me. It's a really cool, sleek little device. It works incredibly well to capture the video. It is so low latency that I was actually able to play it through my XSplit window for a while. When I had my console plugged in, my PS4, I was playing through there. And usually, with the last capture device I used was the HD60 from Elgato, which gave me nothing but problems. I could not do that because there was a 2 or 3 second delay between what was going on the console and what was showing up on the screen. So this is negligible delay. You could actually play off the XSplit window. I don't. It's got to pass through, so I can play through my monitor, and there's no delay there. This is just a really fantastic piece of hardware that I'm going to use the crap out of because it's pretty awesome. Um, yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's absolutely fantastic, especially if you're streaming. And the aux and mic inputs on the front are super useful as well. So there you go. If you are interested in any sort of streaming, this is for you. Software is okay. Device end of things is great. It's fantastic, super easy to use. But the Cortex, the streaming software, is it doesn't do anywhere near what I want XSplit or OBS to do. So if you're looking for that, then you're going to stick with those. If you just want to stream or record your gameplay for your guild or whatever, it's going to be fine. Any questions? No? Yeah, it's the downside is it's expensive. It's 229 99 to get it. And anywhere between 229 and 249. So it's a little expensive. I do think it's worth it for the ease of use. I really do think it's worth it for the ease of use. So yeah, go check that out, everybody. Let's talk about our quick mentions, shall we? Microsoft is working on a VR MMO based on a job posting. This is via Massively. From the job posting, do you love MMOs? Are you excited about virtual reality? Would you like every Xbox user to experience your design every time they use it? We are embarking on a blah, 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 blah. They're making a VR MMO. So, interesting. Yeah, but here, and it just died. It out survived a lot of other MMOs. Yeah, yeah, we will see. Also, from the folks over at Dual Universe, giving us a dev diary. This one talking about ship customizability. I'm still not sure what to think about this game. I'm not. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. It'll be interesting to see what comes from it. All right, let's move on to what we are hoping to play this week. I've got a pretty short list here, and it's just going to be ESO because I just like ESO, and WoW, of course, and Lotro. And I the one game I've been dying to play that I have been longing for is that Warhammer 40K game, that shooter. I really enjoyed it and I want to get back into it, but I just haven't had time. I've had other responsibilities. I don't want to be responsible anymore, Bill. Don't make me be responsible. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to play it some more. I really do. All right, Bill. What about you? What are you looking to play in the upcoming week? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Bill, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right. Okay, Bill, if people want to get a hold of us, tell us what they're hoping to play in the coming week. Talk about some of the topics we've talked about. Maybe they think that Wild West Online will be the biggest hit since World of Warcraft. How can they get a hold of us? Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Bill. As always, an absolute pleasure recording with you. And thanks to everyone. We had a few people in and out of the chat room tonight. As always, a pleasure hanging out with you and chatting with you as we talk about MMOs. Thanks to everyone for downloading the podcast. However, you may consume it. We really appreciate you coming out. Please remember to come back next week. We'll really miss you if you don't. And of course, we hope to see you in game.
Don't forget about your ults you need to cherish. Each and every little character you've got, no matter what level they're at. Don't forget about your ults you need to cherish. Each and every little character you've got, no matter what level they're at.
All right. I know. Yep. Let's see what. Yeah. Yeah. Everything. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Matt. Yep. 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 That's okay. I agree with you. Yeah. No. It's. I mean, neither of us caught that, but that's okay. I'm not. It's not the end of the world. That's why we record. Right. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just saving everything here. You know what? I've never received so many emails as I have since we sold those tickets on StubHub. Boy, they're aggressive in their contact with their users. Okay, we're gonna go off the air. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye.